Hi, I'm Susan Ingalls with South Carolina Legal Services, and I want to tell you about a partnership that we have with the 13th Circuit Solicitors Drug Court Program here in Greenville, South Carolina. It's a diversion program where uh, people who have had a criminal charge that was related to drug addiction are able to satisfy their sentence by going through an 18-month drug court program. There's a lot of requirements, and we recently partnered with the court to teach a financial empowerment class using the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau's Your Money, Your Goals toolkit, and specifically the companion guide for Reentry. We had great success with the program. It was well received, and I'd like you to listen to the story of one of our participants. Here's Joel with his story. What were a couple of the goals that you identified for yourself that you wanted to do once you started thinking more in terms of planning and budgeting?
Initially, I had a low credit score, and I knew that in the world today that a credit score, a good one, is essential to getting things that you might want, provided you can stay within your range of paying the bills. So that's what I really wanted, was to get my credit score up, and to have more stability with what money that I was making, to be able to use it to the best.
Well, how did the class and the tools that we had help you to do that?
Well, in the class, you taught me to really look back at the debt that I had. What did I owe? What was my monthly bills or expenditures that I had, and to put them all on paper and to see it, and then actually doing that, and then taking what I made and putting them together. Then I seen what I had to spend and where my boundaries was, as far as what I could save and what I didn't have to just blow like I was before, because that's basically what I was doing.
Mm-hmm. So you had a goal of improving your credit score and trying to save money for the future.
Yes,
Is that
ma'am.
right?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So with the worksheets that were available to you in the toolkit, how did you learn about sort of how to achieve those goals?
Well, like with the setting goals worksheet, it showed me that um, I had to think a little farther down the line and put a goal in place. And in order to realize that goal, there were certain things I had to do along the way. It gave me more structure, I guess, if you will, in what I was doing with my money, with what money I was making. And so, that setting goals is very important, I think. That's one big thing I got from the class, because in setting the goal, then it gave me drive to go to it, and I could see over time how I would accomplish a little bit at a time.
Mm-hmm. So in the very first class when we met, everyone went online and got their credit score, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And you did that.
Yes, ma'am.
And did you have a goal? You said you had a goal about improving your credit. Tell us what happened with that.
I had never actually checked my credit score. I didn't know what it would be. I just knew that I didn't know exactly what it was, I knew that credit was essential to getting what you wanted in this economy. But when I checked it, I was, I guess, surprised, and actually I thought it was pretty good. But, in learning basically from then on, the score that I had was just from not having any credit. It wasn't a good score.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't something that you could step out here and use to make any kind of purchases or anything. Nobody was gonna put any money on me with my credit score the way it was.
Mm-hmm. So what can you give us an example of what you did to improve your credit score?
Yes, ma'am. you know, in the book you said that there was different types of credit. You had secured credit, and then you had unsecured credit. And sometimes people would build their credit score up, if I remember correctly what you told us, by getting a secured credit line. And that's what I did. I went and got 2 secured credit cards with so much money down, minimal, just a small amount of money down. And they gave me a small amount of money that I could use on a credit card. And I just kept my payments like you instructed us to, at the bare minimum, and just pay them on time every month. And in the course of about a year, just those 2 credit cards alone, and paying toward an old debt that I had, monthly payments toward it, raised my score. It raised it dramatically.
Okay. So you had an old debt that you needed to clear up?
Yes, ma'am.
And that was one of your goals as well?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So tell us how everything else is going with your finances, your savings, and just your finances in general since we had the class.
Today, I can budget what I have a lot better. I've got goals in place, and I got more boundaries with what finances I have coming in, opposed to what I spend. From taking what I've learned in the class, it has allowed me to save enough money to where I'm now paying on the debt that I owed. I have constant credit activity, positive activity in my name. And I'm looking to buy a house within the next month, to close on the first part of the house.
That's great. So you're able to buy a house now with your improved credit score and saving money for a down payment?
Yes, ma'am. And that's what it is, down payment. I mean, I still owe payments on it, but they're going to be, within range of what I can afford each month. Mm-hmm. And without learning what I've learned through this, the numbers don't lie. You just got to put them together, is what you would tell us, I think.
Yeah. Well, do you have any words of wisdom for people who might be in your same situation, that the situation that you were in before you had the financial empowerment class?
Yes, ma'am. I mean, when the class first came and I entered it, I had no clue about any kind of finances or what to do in order to get a credit score that would be good for me to use to do things in life later on. But through the process of listening to what, I had learned, it's made a great difference in my whole financial stability, even the stress at home and all of that. It has helped me in a lot of ways because now I have more stability and focus toward it. Even though if you think your credit's not good, there's ways you can fix it. You just got to be open-minded and willing to listen to what people can suggest, the right people, and it can be fixed no matter how bad your credit is.
Well, thank you. We appreciate you sharing your experience with us.
You're welcome. Thank you, Ms. Angles.
For more information about the Your Money, Your Goals toolkit and our financial empowerment work here in South Carolina, check out the links below.